Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a spin on one of our delicacies here in Jamaica. Yes, I think I can call it delicacy, and I'm talking about the pigtail. Stay tuned and see what's coming up. Let's get started. So guys, I have been soaking my pigtail for more than an hour now, and I'm going to, there's a pot on the stove with some water that I'm going to put my pigtail in, and I'm going to boil it. I'm going to boil my pigtail. I am trying to get most of the salt out of my pigtail so I can do my thing, that I can make my spin. Okay, there it is guys. So I'll just leave it at that and allow my pigtail to boil, get out some of the salt, and then I'll just get back right to you. So there it is guys, my pigtail is in the pot. I'm boiling it out. And I'll give it some more time for it to continue, after which I'll just strain, wash, and cut up and get on with the business of what I'm about to do. So guys, my pigtail has been boiling for some time now, so I'm going to turn the stove off, and I'm going to remove them from the pot. Remove my pigtail from the pot. And what I'll be doing after taking all of these out is that I'll be rinsing it off, and then I'll just cut up my meat. So I'm rinsing off my meat guys. It's still hot. I'll just put my hand in it. Hot. I'm rinsing off my meat, and guys, I'll continue to rinse off my meat, and I'll just go ahead and cut it up, and then I'll come right back to you and you'll see exactly what I'm going to do. Right guys, so my pigtail is drained and I've already cut it all up. So guys, I'm going to go in with some seasoning, and all of these seasoning that I'm putting in, gentle people, they have no salt. Absolutely no salt. I'm going with a little smoked paprika, some garlic powder, a little onion powder, some black pepper, and my Italian season. My Italian season guys has a lot of herbs in it. It has sage. It has sage in it, basil, thyme, oregano, rosemary. Yes. So guys, I'm going to just go in and mix it up. Try to get all the pigtail to be coated with it. Guys, I will be doing a brown stewed pigtail. Okay. Let me also add a little soya sauce to that. Little soya sauce to this. Soya sauce and some fish and meat seasoning. Yep. The fish and meat seasoning and the soya sauce will have a little bit of salt, have a little bit of salt in it. But guys, when I tell you that all the salt has been removed from this pigtail, believe me, all the salt has been removed from my pigtail. And guess what too? In boiling a pigtail, it is partially cooked. It is partially cooked. So my pigtail now at this point, when I'm ready to cook it, shouldn't take too long for it to be done, guys. So guys, I'll just leave that there for a minute or two, and I'm going to turn my stove off, get my oil in my pot to eat up, and then I'll start to brown my pigtail. Right guys, so I'm just adding a little oil to my pot here, not a lot, because the pigtail, if you know the pigtail, some part of it has a lot of fat. So I'm going to let this oil eat up, and the areas I'm going to start putting in the parts with the fat. So I'm going to render that fat off of the pigtail, get most of the fat off of it. Okay, so I'll allow my pan to eat up, and I'll get back right to you. So guys, now I'll be adding my meat, adding my pigtail, and guys, I add a little cayenne pepper. I add some cayenne pepper to my pigtail. So that's it, making and slashing. Guys, I'm going to put everything in the pot and just cook. Wow. So guys, with that stick splashing, we have to be careful. You have to be careful when you're in the kitchen. Okay? Just be careful when you're in the kitchen. And guys, my pigtail is looking great already, and I just add them to the pot. They are looking great already. I turn the stove down. I've turned the stove down so get rid of some of that heavy splattering. And guys, I just let this brown up. I let this brown up because I have some veggies here that I'm going to cut up. I have some onion, garlic, scallion, thyme, and some bell peppers that I'll be adding to my meat, my pigtail, at the appropriate time. Take a look in the pot here guys, my pigtail is browning up perfectly. So guys, I'll just allow for all of this, for some more of the fat to render off for some of the pigtail, and allow the rest of it to continue browning. So just stay tuned. So guys, while my pigtail is browning up over there on the stove, I'll just go ahead and prepare my vegetables. Add to my pot. Guys, I'm not chopping my scallion too fine. I'm coarsely cutting them up. Cutting them up coarsely. I don't want to mince them up. I don't want them minced. Got tomato here. So guys, I'll just continue to cut up my veggies and get right back to you. Yes guys, look at my pigtail. Look at my pigtail guys. I'm going to add a little of my green season mix to it. Let's love my green season mix for that. And I'll give it a stir. I'll give it a stir. And at this point, I'm going to start adding the rest of my veggies. Look at my, look, you can't believe this is pigtail. You believe this is pigtail, that is. So guys, I'm going to go ahead, add some thyme to that. Add some scotch bonnet pepper, some garlic, scallion, and guys, some onion. Add some onion. I'm not going to add the tomatoes just yet. Hold off for the tomatoes. And go ahead and put this all together. Guys, it smells so good. It smells so good. And I'll just cover this, guys. Cover this. I mean, there's no water. I won't put any water on this just yet. I will put a little water in it, but I'm not ready to add any water to it yet. I want the seasoning that I just add, the scallion and thyme and everything else, onion and garlic. I want them to infuse with the meat, with my pigtail. Right? So I'm going to allow them to, everything there to just blend in. And then I'll add my tomato and I'll add a little ketchup. And at the end I'll put in my bell peppers. Look at this pigtail, guys. Look at this pigtail. Wow. It is looking superb. So I'm going to go in and add my tomatoes. Give that a stir. I haven't put any water on it yet. I haven't added any water to it yet. Guys, and I've tasted a piece of it and it is good. So good. It is so good. Now I'm going to add some ketchup in here. That's a little ketchup. And now guys, I'll just go in and add some water. Add a little water to it. And stir that. Yes, get up all the nices from the bottom there. All the nices from down the bottom there. I think I'll add a little more water to it. I'm going to add a little more water to it, guys. Hold on. That's about it. So guys, I just leave my pigtail to continue cooking. As I said, it is already cooked. So I'm going to leave this here and allow it to simmer. Allow it to simmer. And at this point, guys, I'll just add my bell peppers. I have some red, yellow, red, orange, and yellow bell peppers. I'll just go in and add them. And guys, when I tell you this smells good, This smells good. And when I tell you also that the salt, no salt. Pigtail, what pigtail? What salted pigtail? No salt. This was pre-soaked and boiled before preparation. Guys, you must try this dish. It is wonderful. So I'll just leave it here, allow it to simmer, and I'll come right back. Right guys, and here you have it. My brown stew pigtail is done. It's finished and ready to be served. Right guys, you need to try this. If you haven't tried it guys, you need to try it. You need to try it. Brown stew pigtail. Brown stew pigtail. Remember, you will have to pre-soaked and boil to get the salt out. I use whatever seasoning you have to bring up back your taste in your pigtail. This is awesome. So I can turn my stove off guys. Let me taste how my gravy tastes now. My meat is cooked, that I know. Yeah, it's great. So I can turn my stove off and I'll get to serving.